Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Taiwo, and we are also a new immigrant. We're also new in Canada here. So now today let's talk about one of the mistakes new immigrant makes as soon as they land in this country in Canada here. And maybe you're coming anytime soon, or you're already here. I will advise you, and that mistakes will be credit card. So as soon as you land in Canada, you register a bank account, and they will, you will be issued a credit card, mostly with $1,000 limit. So I don't know, but the bank I use, they gave me $1,000 limit. So now some people think credit card is something, because back home in Africa we are not used to that credit system of a thing. So now anything we do, we pay from our own money and all that. So now most Africans, we do think that credit is just something you use, then you pay back at any time you want or anything, and which is not true. So now this country is a credit system, like they have their, you can't do anything, you cannot do anything without a credit score, a credit check and everything. So they build this system, this country, in a way whereby you have to do everything on credit. You like it or not, on credit. You want to rent an apartment, they will check you, they will ask for your credit score. So now you want to buy a car, they will ask for your credit score, a credit check. You want to buy a house, like buy anything, phones and all that, they will ask for your credit check. So having a credit card is very important, especially for a new immigrant. As soon as you land in this country, like I'm talking for, about people, new immigrant coming anytime soon, January, February, anytime soon. As soon as you land here, go to your bank, register, get a debit card, and also get a credit card. Then start utilizing your credit card. Start using it to pay, using it to buy groceries and all that. Why I use my credit card is most of the time there's always bonus. So the credit card I use is as this dividend of a thing, whereby they will give me bonus on groceries, on gas, on all those things. So which is always okay for me. So now, and Ramat, hold on please. So now, and the second thing is as you're using your credit card, know that there's always a due date and there's always a statement date. So due date, I may be wrong, but due date, I'm not a credit. Well, one thing is that I'm not a credit card expert and all that, but with the little knowledge I have in credit. So now due dates are dates whereby you have to pay that credit back into your account, because they borrow you, and that due date you need to pay it back on that due date, or mostly before that due date, maybe 3 days before that due date. Yes, I always pay mine like 2 days before the due date, because most of the time my due date falls on Friday, and if I send any payment on that day, it will not reflect till next day, and the next day is weekend, so it will not reflect till Monday, and that will be after my due date, so which is very wrong. So now I tried that once, and my credit point dropped because they claim I missed my payment, and I did not miss my payment just because I paid on the due date. So I always advise, always pay a day before your due date. So now, and the statement day, a statement day is always few days after that due date. If you have the Canadian bank app, you check your credit statement, you see the due date, the statement. So most of the time statement days are like few weeks, like a week after, or days, depending on the bank you're using. But mine is a week and some days. So it's always like few weeks or few days after the due date. So now, and that day is the day they will check your credit. They will send your credit to the credit bureau. So if I return my, what's it called, if I return my payment back on due date, I will try not to use more than 30%, like 30% utilization till after the statement date. So now let's say maybe today is my due date, I return those money back maybe yesterday or a few days ago. I will not use anything. I only use like 30% of that $1,000. So now less than 30%, most of the time maybe like 15% of my credits, of my total credit of the $1,000 within that due date till the statement date. So my statement date is always like a week after, so I'll just make sure within that week I use less than $100, you know, within that week, because on your statement day, that will be the day they will send all your credit history and everything to the credit bureau. So just with that, if you try this method, I believe it's going to boost your what's it called, your credit score. So since then I've been trying it, and my credit score every month, I do check my credit score every month, so it's always increase. So I don't really have problem with my. So now always make sure you return your money back before your due date. It's always important. Please refund your, because as soon as you landed in the country, you need to start building your credit score, because so far you know that you want to stay in this country for a very long time, because you can't do it. You can't do anything without your credit score. You cannot survive. You can't buy anything. So now you can't, anything you want to do. So even at your school daycare and some other, they will definitely ask for your credit score. So now, and I think this will be the end of this video. I don't want this video to be that long. So now, yeah, take care. Bye bye.